Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here again with SBR contributor Jordan Sharp. Today we're looking at that divisional playoff game and how those odds have been acting up for the Indianapolis Colts going up against the Denver Broncos. How you doing today, Jordan?
Doing good, Dax. Thanks, man.
All righty, bro. Now we got the lines makers that opened this one up favoring the Broncos by a touchdown. Since then, only the juice has been moving. All right, Andrew Luck and the Colts made it here by winning against the Bengals. What a surprise, 10-26. Peyton Manning and Julius Thomas got that much-deserved rest that they needed. I don't know, man. I mean, this is kind of tough. I kind of have the faith in Manning. You know, they're playing at home. They got that rest and all, but, you know, it's kind of like that that ugly game that you don't really know what to do here in the case. Given 7 points, or if you should take them, who should you trust, Andrew Luck, or who should you trust, the experience of Peyton Manning? I don't know, man. I mean, a funny story that I did read was that they have their fifth, what was that, Trent Richardson, the fifth draft pick, I believe he was. They got him covering on punt returns, man. What the hell, man? I guess that didn't work out the way that they expected. Anyways, man, what do you think about the line? Should we just take the Broncos in this case because they're at home?
I am pretty bullish on the Broncos. I think they're as good of a bet as New England at home as well, and here's the reason why. One, I've predicted the entire season that it would come down to New England and Denver anyway, so I'm going to just stick with that. Secondly, I also think that the problems that Indianapolis is having on their offensive line is going to haunt them in this game. They already can't really run the ball that well because they don't really have a running back. You know, Dan Herron's been pretty good. He played really well last week, but it's the Bengals now going up against Denver. Denver has a much better defense and has had a much more consistent defense all season than what the Bengals put up against them. And also, you know, I think the Colts are on their third starting center, and now they're both their starting, I think, right tackle and right guard are on IR. So, I mean, it's going to be a big problem for them against the likes of DeMarcus Ware and all these guys on this defense. So, you know, I think any way you spin it, I think the Broncos are the play here at home. Peyton Manning's had a week off to rest that arm. You know, I'm just really, I can't find any way that the Colts are going to win this game. I do believe also, you know, you look back, Andrew Luck's been pretty good this year. He's had his ups and downs, you know, throughout his career, obviously, but the playoffs, he's thrown more interceptions than touchdowns in his career. And, you know, going without your starting half of your starting offensive line in a playoff game on the road against a pretty fierce pass rush, it just scares me. I think I'm Denver all the way here.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree, man. I mean, I'm also thinking about the fact that Denver right now has a pretty good running back with C.J. Anderson, man. I mean, nobody really saw him coming, and he's been able to do a lot of things. And considering the way that, you know, I don't think that Indy can actually stop the run game that well, right?
Yeah, they've been pretty inconsistent and not very. They did a pretty good job last week against Jeremy Hill, but also, yeah, you're right. C.J. Anderson has literally saved the Broncos season. I think he's probably, you know, outside of Manning, they're one of their defense. Some of their defenders, you know, probably one of the more candidates for Broncos MVP. Just how he's come on and kind of, you know, taking this run game on his back and carried them with Manning not playing well and then having to really rely on it. So yeah, that's another factor. You know, this everything I think is pointing to Denver in this. If I had to pick one game that could potentially be a blowout this week, it would absolutely be this one in favor of the Broncos. Like I really think there's value there, and there's actually, you know, pretty good, you know, pretty reasonable bets right now. 5 Dimes has the same line, -7 +100 on Denver right now. So really, it just all signs to me pointing to Broncos. I really don't think there's much weakness here on this play.
I have to totally agree with you, man. I mean, I like Peyton, and I think he actually deserves to make it all the way again this year and probably get that ring, man. I mean, he's definitely gunning for it. And I think that if he does pull it off, he's going to be one of the most prolific quarterbacks so far in the league with the most accolades, I think. But I'm not sure. I might have read that wrong. But anyways, yeah, man, I mean, you're totally right. This year, I think it's, well, for this game especially, I think it's Manning and the Broncos all the way. All right, Jordan. Yeah. Pleasure talking with you, brother, and let's do this again next week.
All right, thanks, Dax.
No problem, man. For SBR Picks, this is Dax Floyd.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.